welcome to another episode of Tiger Talk. I'm your host, Drew Elrod, Athletic Coordinator here at Dyersville High School. Joined with our head football coach, Coach Cudd, and we are excited for another opportunity that we're going to get this Friday night, hosting the Pepperell Dragons here at Tiger Stadium. So, Coach, we're into the season. We're here, opened up with a really strong opponent in Allatoona. And so what we want to do here, we want to talk about last week. Coach is going to kind of give us some recaps, things that we found that we were doing right and things we want to build upon going into this week. But also some things, obviously, after your first game, coaching staff gets back together, kids come back in, and probably some things that we've been harping on, we've been telling the kids. Now, after a real live situation, they can say, okay, those are some areas not only I can work on as an individual, but collectively as a defensive unit, offensive unit, special teams, whatever the case may be. So there's always areas that we know we want to improve on. So, Coach, talk to us first of all. What did you see from last Friday when we finally got to play? We had a little bit of weather issue and all that fun stuff. But when we finally got out there, even during the game, how'd you feel kind of in game? And then post-game, after you guys broke down the film, what are some things that you said, you know what, we're going to continue to build upon that?
Right. So, offensively, if you go back and look at it, and even in the game, you can see it, we're one block away, or we're one, a kid finishing a route, or one block away on some runs. We're close. And I think we're going to continue to get over there. We're young. We're super young. We're super inexperienced at the varsity level. Allatoona's got a good football team, coach, and they brought in 5 transfers that played a lot of football last year at Kell, from what I understand. And so they've got some guys, and brought just about everybody back on this team. So, our guys are stepping in, and they're getting that first Friday night experience. Defensively, the running back was really good. Some of our best guys was hitting him, and he was bouncing off. I don't even seeing the kid from Sandy Creek last year. I think this kid may be a little bit more able to break tackles within the box than that kid was, and that kid was special as well.
Sure.
So, I just think we ran out of gas there toward the end. Had a lot of guys cramping and things you can't control because you can't practice in the heat, but you can play in it. And so that was our first experience of that. So just trying to, continue to rally. I think our guys saw that we're close.
Right.
There's so many plays that we're close. So we had a little screen pass to Javian out there. There was 2 defenders. We had 4 blockers. One of the defenders fell, and we had 2 guys miss the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was on our sideline.
On our sideline, it could have been a touchdown right there before halftime. Braxton ends up going out. We had to bring another holder in to do a field goal kick, and we wasn't ready for the snap. So, it's a lot of things, but it comes with inexperience, and these guys are going to get it. And that's why we schedule the way we do. We played Cartersville, we played Allatoona. Both of those teams are going to be playoff teams. And, in 4A, Pepperell, we got another tough opponent. They've got a lot of guys back this year. They're big up front. They've got some guys that can tote the rock a little bit. Quarterback transferred in from Rome, so it almost feels like college football talking about the transfer portal with all these. But they've got some pieces, and they're going to give us a go at it on Friday night.
So. Yeah. So in the game against Allatoona, especially in the first half, I thought defensively we played great. Mm-hmm. Even the first drive where Allatoona scored. We talk about their tailback. I mean, we stuck him once, twice, and it's not like we wasn't trying to tackle him. Right. He is a tough guy to bring down. But then we get down there, and we made it hard on them to score. And really, outside of that, they didn't have a drive.
That's great.
In that first half. So I thought defensively we were lights out. Seemed like on offense we were trying to find a rhythm, and have a big play, and then the next play, a false start, or like you said, we're right there on that screen. I remember that screen pass right there, and you're right, had we just get those 2 blocks, I think he splits them and probably goes a distance. So you never know in a game, you score right there before the half, that kind of changes the complexity. Absolutely. Right. So, but definitely building on that.
Another thing about that is, we have the time that it flipped there was we had them in 3rd and long down there inside the 10, coming out, and we went 0 coverage down there, brought some pressure. Quarterback gets the ball down on a little screen, and we missed the tackle. He gets up to about the 50, we stop him, but they punt us deep, and then we had Braxton was coming out and got hit and fumbled, and you give him a short field. So that was really the two plays in the first half that the long run early and things you want to try to build on. That just not, hey, look, we're close, guys.
Right.
We're close. We had one play here, a tackle here, a block there, and
Right.
we're close.
Absolutely. And I know we talked about the players of the week this past week. I'll talk about Jake Bars for a minute. I got to coach him in middle school the year I was down there, his 8th grade year, and so it was good to see him go out there and perform pretty well. He's always been a guy that just would tackle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even from middle school, I mean, it just seemed like every other time you're hearing
Right.
his name called. So that was good. He's a junior.
Yep.
I thought Matthew Cook, another first-year starter, had a good game at linebacker, Gatlin Fair. So it's like you're saying, we've got a lot of guys that just don't have a lot of varsity experience. So
That's
seeing a tailback like Allatoona, seeing all the skilled kids that Cartersville had
Right.
should help us going into this week
Absolutely.
against another good Pepperell team.
Right.
So Pepperell last year, let's go back just a little bit, and I know they do have a few new players and some of those things, but last year they were up on us going into halftime. We come back and really had a strong second half. So Pepperell traditionally, I see Pepperell a lot like a Dayersville. Very proud of their athletics, especially their football program. Rich and strong tradition, known for having some tough kids, physical kids. So I'm expecting this game to be a really good one for us and for them. So going into Pepperell, what are some things? I guess just a few key things that you see that if we do these things, we'll have a good chance of winning the ball game.
Yeah, I think just looking at the things we did well last week, when we were, like I said, a block short or whatever, we really, really, really tried to focus on those things this week and really try to get the most out of that. I think there's some things in the passing game we can create with getting the ball out there to our guys. I think we'll have those chances. Defensively, I feel like we've got a great plan. I think the kids understand it. They know it. They can call it in their sleep right now, our checks and things. So just our ability to line up and play fast.
Yeah.
If we can line up and play fast, get some guys to the football, and our kids not thinking and just reacting, I think we're going to be okay.
That's huge, Coach. I mean, you hit the nail on it. You know this as a player and coach for years. When you can go out there and you just see it and you go, that can change the entire complexity of a play, a series, a game. And so we definitely want to see our guys doing that, flying around. So it's Future Tiger Night here at Tiger Stadium. And if you've seen some stuff we put on social media, hopefully your rec coaches, if you're participating in that, they've reached out to you about when to be there. We're looking to have everyone lined up if you're participating in our youth night to be there on the track lined up. And so we'll do all that at 6:45. And we're looking forward to seeing you. We know the future of our program, not only our football program, but we had Coach Evans on here yesterday. All of our athletics, we are very excited about what we've got coming up through the rec leagues, the middle school. And so it's a good time to be a Tiger. And so we definitely want to celebrate each and every one of you on the football field at 6:45 tomorrow night. Coach, good to have you on as usual.
Appreciate it.
And hopefully next week have Coach on, and the Tigers are 1-1
Nice.
going into a big game with Cass.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. That's the plan. So next week we host Cass, and then the week after we host Woodland. So we're home starting tomorrow night.
3 straight weeks.
For 3 straight weeks. JV is on the road today at Pepperell.
At Pepperell, yes, sir.
And so you can go over there and watch our JV Tigers. Hopefully go over there, beat the Dragons at their place, and then we'll beat the Dragons here tomorrow night here at 7:30. So we look forward to seeing you at softball today against Gilmer County. Volleyball is also here, so we got 2 events you can be a part of here today. And then tomorrow night we need all of Tiger Nation out and getting loud as we host the Pepperell Dragons at 7:30. As always, go Tigers.